Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, Allah, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10. How are you today? First of all, I'd just like to say thank you for all those of you that supported our appeal yesterday. We managed to get some much needed items down to the community centre, New Horizons Community Centre, for the people of the Galpins Road tragedy that have been evacuated. That's still ongoing, much frustration there. I am, like most of you, I think, angry over what's happened, because I do feel like it was a preventable tragedy, and it looks like, and we don't know this yet, we have to wait for the outcome of the investigation, so it might have been the fault of the supplier Transco. We'll see, or whoever the supplier was there. But I think what it needs is two things. First of all, public inquiry for sure, and number two, a class action against those found at fault. It's not going to bring those back, but the people back that passed and the ones in critical condition. But what it will do is make sure that nobody else ever has to suffer this terrible tragedy. And thanks very much to Domino's as well next door, that gave us some pizza to bring some cheer to those people down there. Let me tell you, they disappeared very quickly from my hands when I entered the community centre. So how are you? I hope you're well. Just on the property market, a couple of things. Rents are still crazy. It's got to the stage where when we place property live for rental, we're literally withdrawing it the same morning. It's that busy, you know. So if you're thinking of renting your property out, there's lots of demand out there, and literally we'll find a tenant very quickly, even with the very careful selection process that we go through. The other thing I noticed today in the press was that rent should count towards mortgage considerations, and I do agree with this. It's something that hasn't been the case for a long period of time. And this is where lenders would take into account what rent has been paid by the tenants. And you know, we have many tenants that pay rent at £1,500 or £2,000 per calendar month, and yet they can't get mortgages which would amount to a similar monthly payment, which would allow them to get on the ladder. And it seems a great tragedy to me. And with open banking, the ability to see those rent payments regularly, I really do think lenders should look at that in a different way. And I hope that will start to happen. As far as prices are concerned, still stable, to be frank, and I know a lot of people are surprised about that with everything that's going on. And yeah, I know it's going to be a long, tough winter ahead. But certainly, as far as the housing market's concerned, it's unaffected. It might be affected later on. Who's to say? My gut feelings, I've said many times, is what I think we're going to see is a slowdown in volume, but prices will remain underpinned by the lack of availability. As far as the weather's concerned here in Norbury, it's another hot one. It's a beautiful day out there. The sun is shining. People are out there looking still. We're preparing quite a lot of stock for release in early September, what we call the mums market. When the children go back to school, we find it's a peak time for people to look for houses, the second busiest in the year, the first, of course, being spring. So if you're thinking of selling, now's a really good time to chat to us so we can prepare things, get it all ready. If you're thinking of September release, it's a really good time to think about moving. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you're well. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Until then, look after yourselves, and if you can, your family and friends. Ciao.